It keeps hurting us and we just keep coming back for more.
I know, it's terrible. We have like the Stockholm syndrome or something.
What a pain, gang.
Oh, pain.
What an episode, guys. Today we're going to be talking about To Your Eternity, Season 1, Episode 12.
Awakening.
And man, what an episode it was.
I know, I can't believe it. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, we saw this coming. I even prepared myself after March's death. And you know what? I still cried. Oh my gosh. I knew it was coming too. You knew it was inevitable. Like,
We all
seriously,
knew, yeah.
Fushi is the only immortal. And I was like, I'm ready. And then when it happened, I was like, I'm not ready.
Oh man, why? Why To Your Eternity? Why? You just hurt us again and again and again.
Yep.
I feel like we have like a really bad relationship with To Your Eternity. It keeps hurting us and we just keep coming back for more.
I know, it's terrible. We have like the Stockholm syndrome or something.
I know. But I think we're all a little bit more ready this time, right?
Sort of.
Yeah. But honestly, this anime is just like the epitome of pain.
Yeah, it really is. And even when you think the episode is going to be happy, there's always some kind of sad thing just like trapped in there. Just to let you know that no, there's no pure happy episode because there's always going to be a little bit of sadness
Oh, definitely.
or pain.
Yeah. I feel like you just kind of know now. I feel like it's almost getting a little predictable at this point. Like, you know your favorite character or the character they're kind of pushing is gonna die, you know? Because they made Gugu so likable, just like how they
Yeah.
made March so likable, just like how they made the Nameless Boy so likable. And this is the third time they're doing it to us, guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I saw it coming, but you know what? It still hurt.
Yeah. I mean, like, I understand that. But yeah, for me, I just feel like the writing of these characters are just so rich. And like, I just feel like you feel really, involved with these characters. Like,
For
you
sure.
really know them.
Yeah,
And then once
you become really invested in these characters,
and,
right?
And then now, like, and especially knowing that Terry Eternity is going to take your characters and just, kill them off. But like, that makes this even more tender. So like, you want to like spend the most time with them because it's going to happen.
Yeah.
They're not immortal. They're not Fushi. So I just feel like even though it's slightly predictable, you still care about them regardless.
For sure. And guys, Gugu's gone.
Oh, I know he's gone. Not Gugu.
The goodest boy.
The goodest boy is gone.
And what a way to go, right?
Yeah. So let's just jump straight to the scene where it's Gugu and Rin. He's holding the rubble. All of this on top of him. He's protecting her. And he's dying. He got really, really hurt in all of this like mayhem. But I have to say, this scene was just tremendously heartbreaking. Just because he's holding it up for her. He's trying to be heroic. He's trying to be calm for her. Can you imagine trying to do that for
Yeah,
someone?
and he's trying not to like freak her out, right?
Yeah.
重たいでしょ。
いや、そうでもないよ。安心して、すぐ助けが来るよ。
Because he could easily panic in that situation, but he doesn't, you know?
No, and he does it for her, like their last moments together. He makes their last moments so memorable and just, it's truly admirable.
For sure.
Like, Gugu is a saint.
And then they share this really touching kiss, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's the first time that Gugu expresses his feelings to Rin.
I know.
I mean, it's now or never, right?
Yeah, exactly. It was totally that.
Yeah.
And it was their first and last kiss, but it was just,
It was beautiful,
so
man.
touching. Yes,
Yeah.
truly beautiful. Just because, like, the mask opens and she sees him.
sees his face
for
for
the
the first
first time
And then
ever.
the emotion in her face at that moment when he says he loves her.
君が好きだ。
I really love love this part, but it
Me
was
too.
so heartbreaking at the
It
same
was
time.
like you.
So
you
many
feel,
emotions.
Yeah, like I feel so like happy because it's like, oh my god, they're finally sharing their love for each other. They're finally, like they're having this moment, and then like the blood goes on her face, and I'm like,
Ugh.
oh, he's gonna die. They're both gonna die. I honestly thought both of them were gonna die.
Yeah, I thought they were both gonna die too, but Reen actually makes it out alive somehow. I thought for sure, like, he was holding up the rubble, right? And how tragic would it have been if, like, she was crushed by his body and the rubble at the same
Yeah.
time. That would have been horrible.
Yeah, but you know what? Like, I feel like the conditioning of To Your Eternity made me believe that. I was like, you know what? They gave their true love's kiss, and then they got crushed.
Yeah.
I really believe that.
Yeah, I would have believed that both of them would have died at the end, some like Romeo and Juliet shit, right?
yeah, totally.
But I'm happy that Reen made it out alive.
Yeah. And then like kind of just going back to like what's happening on the outside, like we find out that, Fushi is feeling someone's
Yeah.
pain and it's Gugu's pain.
これは俺の痛みじゃない。
Yeah, and you know what's interesting about this too is this is actually not the first time that it's shown that Fushi feels someone else's pain. I think in episode 9, Deep Memories, he talks about how he can sense that Gugu's feeling hurt in his chest whenever he talks about Reen or talks to Reen.
グーグー、リーンと話すといつも胸痛い。
Yeah, so it's kind of like his heart is fluttering, he's getting butterflies
Yeah,
and
and
everything.
then he says he can feel it, right? And I'm just so interested in how this is going to come into play in the future of this series and like maybe how useful this ability could be. And apparently, yeah, he can feel the emotions or the pain of other people that he's close to, right?
Yeah, totally. And I mean, like, that's kind of just how Fushi is even able to, like, make all these things kind of come out. Like, it's some strong emotion, either pain or... But for me, I'm kind of, like, wondering, can Fushi, like, make anything out of, like, other emotions? Like true happiness? Like, can he make something from true
I don't
happiness?
know.
And
It
not...
just seems like it's always pain with this anime.
Wait. No, I just thought of one.
Oh.
When he really wanted to take care of Gugu, he made the pears appear.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Does that kind of count? I don't know.
No.
I don't know. That was
Yeah.
sort
I
of,
think
right?
so, yeah.
He wanted to help him, and then he was able to
Yeah,
bring
it
out...
was the first time he was able to create
Yeah, that was the
food,
first
right?
time we're like, he can make food?
Yeah.
So-
yeah, that was yeah. I think
Yeah.
that yeah.
I wonder if we can make... Do you guys know any more examples?
Yeah. The next thing I want to talk about is, dude, Fushi loses 2 forms in this episode.
Oh, I know.
To the knocker. He loses his March form and he loses his Oniguma Sama form.
Yeah.
And the knocker escapes, guys.
I know. I was like, Fushi, kill it!
I know. At least kill it, before
Yeah.
it leaves.
Kill it. Stole everything from you.
There was I really hated it when they clearly saw the knocker going into the wall, right?
I know.
And then they see the ball just kind of go, and then they don't even do anything.
I
Like,
know.
come on.
Kill it. I know, and then Fushi like doesn't bring the spear. He brings the little knife. Like, why did you bring the knife? Get the spear. Stab it, man. Like, you
know.
would have saved everyone.
This part was so frustrating for me. I was like,
But-
come on.
But it wouldn't be To Your Eternity if
Yeah.
they did it there.
Ah.
So.
God.
No, and speaking of losing his forms, I have to say that part where they show March and March is like talking, saying, "Oh, I'm such like a weak form," and something like that.
Pretty weak for an immortal.
There we go. Yeah, I'm pretty weak for an immortal, and then just whoosh. I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh my god!" Like,
God, it was so brutal.
The brutalness
Really?
of that was
Yeah.
like so dark, and it really reminded me of Made in Abyss.
Oh, for sure.
Because like you have this
Yeah.
really cute character, and then some really dark ass thing.
Yeah, the
happens.
contrast of seeing like,
Yeah.
really cute moment.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, I was
just
like,
seeing March's form being crushed
yeah,
like
and then
that.
the blood just squirts out like you're
Oh.
squishing a grape. I was like,
Yeah, it was horrible.
jeez, so dark. Dang, To Your Eternity. This is already sad. gosh.
Speaking of March, actually, is that part at the end where we see Gugu and it's kind of his spirit and he's speaking to Fushi. I was like, why are we seeing March's form here? Like, I thought those were the forms, and I thought we weren't gonna see March's form there.
Yeah, no.
Because it was stolen by the knocker, right?
フシ、俺全然後悔なんかしてないからな。
Yeah, for me, the way I interpreted that was that it's still part of March that is with Fushi, but he can't turn into her anyways. But it's still that part that is with him because it's kind of like you'll never forget them, and they whoever you love as your family and friends, they'll always be with you regardless. But I don't know. I guess we'll find out. But his March form did get stolen.
Yeah. It got crushed, and you could see like
Yeah.
the particles going away,
Yeah.
right?
And then I just want to, I kind of just want to go back to like when, right when Gugu dies, we know for sure with the absolute evidence when Fushi turns into Gugu.
Right.
And it was so devastating, you guys. Like I was
Yeah.
like, I really felt him when he kept repeating those same words of like, Gugu's not dead. And,
Ugh, I know.
and the voice acting was amazing, like so amazing. The pain, you could feel it. It was so like
Yeah.
visceral.
Yeah,
And
and
you're-
he didn't want to believe it. I
Yeah,
think we had that. We had
didn't
that
wanna
same
believe it.
emotion, right? Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Me
It's
too.
like, please don't be dead. But he is dead because how would Fushi turn into Gugu if not?
Yeah.
So-
And then it's like, Fushi knows, because that's just how his ability works, right?
Exactly.
He knew at that point, but he just didn't want to believe it. And I think we all shared in that feeling.
Yeah.
He just
Yeah.
didn't want to believe it.
Yeah, I didn't want to believe it. Oh, so sad. And I just have to say, like that extra part at the end where the brother Shin and Fushi have to go tell Yoran and Boozman.
Oh, gosh, I know. And they share that
Oh,
moment
and they're all,
together.
like,
and then you
hugging.
could see
Oh.
Gugu's spirit,
Spirit,
right? And
yeah.
then they all just kind of like hug each other and share in the
Oh, man.
sadness. And I felt like I was right there with them, sharing
Yeah.
in that same sadness.
Oh gosh, the pain, it was so there. I was like, oh, I'm so sad.
And then I just want to quickly mention, I'm so glad that Rin actually realizes
Oh, yeah.
at the very end that Gugu's gone, but he's still there, but just in Fushi now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really glad she realized it too, because I was kind of like,
Yeah,
what if
that's
she
messed
just
up.
thinks Gugu didn't show up, but she gets it eventually. And you know what? I have to say her character grows. Like she kind of stands up for herself to her dad and says, you know what? I'm not gonna get married, and I did love someone, and I don't know. I really felt like she grew. She really grew at that point, and it's sad, but well, what?
Yeah. I thought it was, what I thought was weird though? When the dad wasn't even like limping. This was like
his
the
leg-
next day. Like his leg looked pretty injured.
Yeah, was it really the next day? I don't know.
Yeah, because it's like Gugu died, and then I'm gonna wait at the I'm gonna wait at the location of the flowers. It's like the same day. He was supposed to come back from the market, wait with her, and then it's the next day after the incident.
Okay.
Right? But I guess maybe it wasn't, but
I don't know.
I think it's implied that it is, because that's the moment where she realizes that Gugu's not alive anymore, right?
Right.
They were supposed to meet at that location where the flowers were, and she came to that realization that she's not dead, or he's dead.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I guess it could not be the same, but it's neither here or there. Whatever.
Yeah. Either way, she still finds out and she knows the truth, the sad truth. But yeah.
But yeah, man, this was a tearjerker, another
was.
tearjerker, guys. And at least
Really,
I
really
felt
tearjerker.
like it was a little bit more prepared this time. But this anime just makes you feel so many things and so many emotions.
Yeah. Mostly pain.
Yeah, mostly pain. But yeah, I'm excited to see where it goes, and I want to still follow Fushi on this journey.
Yeah, I'm still gonna follow Fushi. I mean, right now what we have is Fushi is developing, but by having these really, really close connections with people, and having their spirit with them and having their forms it's really forming Fushi as a person.
Definitely.
Yeah, but we'll see more.
Yep. And on that bombshell, boys and girls, that's going to end our episode. If you guys like this episode, maybe go down there, hit that lickety like button. Maybe consider subscribe.
We'd really appreciate it. And you know what, you guys, thanks for hanging out with us again.
Yeah, thank
And
you
we'll
very
see you-
much for checking this video out and just spending some time with us.
Yeah, truly. So we'll see you in the next episode.
Later.
Bye.